So we have the GV singles champion Russell Locke right here. And he's just going to tell us a little bit about how the final went against his teammate David Cartwright at Tallygaroopna in the grand final of the GV singles.
Yeah, well, it was a little while ago, like a couple of weeks ago now, but anyhow, I had a big match against the big fella, Big Dave Cartwright. Went right down to the wire. I think he had me on toast most of the game, but I was pretty lucky right at the end, held 4. And Dave had a drive and just missed, went for a little hole and ended up winning the game. But very tough game, stinking hot day. That probably wasn't the hardest thing about the whole day. The hardest thing would probably be the flies out of Tallygaroopna, which were unbearable.
Well, as you played Rob George in your first knockout, Josh Thornton, John Stokes, and then of course Denzel in the end. Now, they're not easy games at all, so a deserving win to you. But apart from Denzel, who was your hardest opponent?
All of them, mate. They, I'd say I have had a couple of singles wins and tournament wins before, but every single game I would have said I was possibly the worst player, but I ended up winning. So in every game I was down. Every game I was like 21 or 17 down or 22, whatever down. And always managed to just pick up a few shots right at the sort of clinch moment. So, but yeah, 4 very, very good bowls, 4 blokes I respect and admire quite a bit.
Now you've been playing a few games in Division 4, Russell. Even though you've won a GV singles that we just talked about, but you are one of the top 5 bowlers in GV, that's what everyone's saying. So what brought on this part-time pennant?
The part-time was basically, I was going to have a year off to spend time with the kids. I said to the oldest boy before the season started, what do you want to do? And he turned around and said, geez, I wouldn't mind having a game of bowls with you down on a Saturday. So that's basically it. The kids obviously, they're only getting older and older, and I want to spend a bit more time with them. So, but he's coming along quite well. We're not pushing him in any way, great shape or form, but he is starting to slowly improve.
Now this is Russell's son, Joshua Locke, bowling right now. He just had a training night at Kyabrams Bowls Club. Comes down like once a week. He also plays Division 6, and he's played a few games in Division 4. So he's played a handful of games in total out of the 10. And Russell's also played in the lower divisions this year just to help him out and spend some quality time with his family. But anyway, I'll put you back onto Russell, because he's just going to tell you a little bit about his first game back against RSL, being 3rd for Noel Redrop.
Yeah, look, Tudor and I go way back. I reckon Toots one of the easiest skippers you can get along with. He's a great people person, and he's also a very accomplished bowler and a very good reader of the head. I've been able to play this week because I got Saturday off, and as I said, the young fella's school holidays. He's going out for a couple of mates this weekend, so the opportunity was there to help the boys out.
Now, what's a few things that you love about this club, Kyabrams?
Basically, just about all of us are nearly good mates. We all socialise together. It's probably a bit different to other clubs where people may come from different walks and types, surroundings. But yeah, most of the time we can all go down to the club, you can all see each other, you can come here, all see each other. And very social, but been a very, very strong club over the years, as in bowls wise, and a lot of good blokes to learn off.
Alright, now I've noticed you've got this kind of locked arm in your delivery. It seems very stable, but where did this arm out in front of you begin?
I don't know, you just pointed it out to me before. Maybe I need to watch the video a bit more. It might be detrimental. Been having a bit of trouble with my backhand lately, so it could be the reason. So might have to have a look at that, but yeah, haven't really picked it up from anyone. So. Look, I used to say I was a pretty good draw bowler, but the way I've been getting my first and second bowls away lately, I'd say that's probably not it anymore. But look, I do like just to play like a yard on shot. If you leave the shot jack high, I usually like to pick it off, and I reckon that's one of my favourite shots.
Now, just a little bit about Kyabrams in general, because they're only a club that's got about 80 members, and As you can see there, they've won 5 premierships in a row, which is a Golden Valley record in Division 1. It's not just really Division 1 where they're successful. Like they've won 10 Division 1 premierships, but they've also won 9 Division 2 premierships. And these range from the 90s up until now. Now with Division 1, they won in 95, 97, and then they won 5 in a row, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003 and 2004. Lost the next year, they won again in 2006 and 2007, and then their last win was in 2011. Now with Division 2, it's very similar to Division 1, you know, from 97, 99, 03, 05, 06, etc. And they've also had success in Division 3, Division 4 and Division 5. So, like Russell was saying before, like everyone just gets along well. It's a friendly club, and it's where friends are actually made at Kyabrams Bowls Club. And as you can see with all the premierships, you can tell that when people are happy, people bowl well, and Kyabrams have definitely had success. Unfortunately, this year they're out of the 4, but we'll see what Russell Locke has to say about that in the interview. Now your predictions for Kyabrams, 6th on the ladder and 21 points behind 4th spot in the Gambie. There's still 8 rounds to go. What's your predictions?
Well, if I get to play 6 games for them, I'd say we'll make finals. No, the boys get everything right and everything going. They can still make it. They can still make it. They're strong enough.
Now you live in Kyabrams, been part of 7 Kyabrams premierships, I believe. If you were to go anywhere else in the Golden Valley, where would you go?
Geez, good question. Look, I'll honestly say I did toss up going to Shep Golf a few years ago because I'm pretty good mates with Robbo, Matty Robertson, but Robbo left this year, and so that's gone by the wayside. But look, when you live in a town like this, you've got a strong club, and yeah, I'm only just down the road. Pretty hard to move anywhere.
Now, yeah, Lockie started playing bowls in 1998. He got introduced to the game by Johnny Shaw, and as you can see, he's been pretty successful. He's won multiple state 4s titles, GV state triples, and he's now won a couple of GV singles events. And as for club events, Russell's got his name on the board for club pairs and also on there for club singles multiple times. Now he has won the Vic Open triples, and he teamed up with Brad Orr and Matthew Robertson, but his biggest achievement in his bowling career was actually winning the Australian Police Bowling Championships in the singles. Now this event split up into 6 states where they have Victorian, Queensland, etc. They have singles, pairs, triples and 4s, and Russell took out the Australian Singles Championship. If you want to see more bowls videos and player interviews, club statistics, player statistics, go to www.everythingbowls.com.